Well, after a very long layoff, we're finally back with the RoomShakers, the second episode, your favorite Battle Rap podcast. This is Amo. We had a new co-host joining me and Jay, but I'll let them introduce themselves.
I said, yo!
Yo, I'm crying at John the Don, by the way. This nigga is a Haitian John the Don.
That was too fire. I had to put that there, man.
That's funny.
I said, yo! Introduce yourself.
Yo, it's Katie the Block Captain, Katie2 Trophy on Twitter. It's nice to be here. Happy to be here, man. Talk some battle rap.
Yeah, so without any delay, we can get straight into it. Pause. Tomorrow, before we get to the main attraction, URL of another big card tomorrow, Civil War. We have a lot of up and coming, some of the newer faces in battle rap, predominantly on the URL scene, facing off. How y'all feel about the card before we get into the battles? How y'all like the card?
I like the card. I feel like for me it's an exciting card. A lot of battles that people are looking forward to or people want to see.
What would you get?
I feel pretty cool about this battle. Some battle rappers, I have some interest in, but to see how they challenge themselves against, the opponents like Real Sick and Av. It's one of the ones I'm looking at, but it's an interesting card for me.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's start breaking on some of these battles. The one at the top, what I assume is going to be the main event or the main battle based on the pictures in the graphic. We got T-Top versus Mike P. This is an interesting one. I think this is the epitome of style clash. You have T-Top, Mr. I Sell Crack to My Grandmother versus Mike P, the white boy with a shotgun who have anxiety issues, and give you hella Street Fighter bars and video game references. You can appreciate.
Sure.
So I think this is an interesting style clash. As far as my predictions, this one I think is gonna be kind of tough. I think it's gonna be a good battle. I want to lean 2-1 Mike with a bit of an upset. I think T-Top in his last battle versus Swampy wasn't as strong as he could have been. Mm-hmm. I think he needed to bring a bit more. Even though I think he is gonna bring a bit more. I think Mike is kind of coming to this battle with like a chip on his shoulder because I think his last couple of battles too haven't necessarily been super impressive. So I think he's gonna show out tomorrow. You got Mike P 2-1.
Definitely. You get a Jay. What's your prediction for?
I get T-Top 2-1. I feel like he wasn't too excited for the Swamp battle, so that's why you get like a mid T-Top. But so I feel like with Mike P, he might be a little bit more excited, but I don't have no faith in Mike P. Like Mike P is try a lot and get and risk certain angles, and I feel like they get hit when T-Top just consistent with his angles and like you know what you can get.
I agree. Yeah, same here. I got T-Top 2-1. I just feel as though I wouldn't say the Swamp battle like really elevate him because you did have Swamp who was like choking too. Like he was like visibly upset in the battle because of the choke. So and I was like, I go on that Amo.
No, what I'm going to say too, that the T-Top Swamp battle was weird too. Like since we flashing back, because like I don't know if we all feel the same way. I feel like that was a very heavily anticipated grudge match, and I did not live up to the hype like at all. Because like Swamp was choking, and T-Top coming with the fake angles, and it's like
baby mama,
And the thing about it is, me and Swamp getting a back and forth about that because it's like he was like, "Oh, who I should battle? If I should battle, who I should battle?" And it's like, bro, you just choke. Like, relax, relax.
So you add him on Twitter?
Yeah, bro.
I was like,
Why didn't you tell us that? We could have used that screen. We need that screenshot. We need that. Nah, we gotta find that. We gotta find that punt.
That's why Kadesh laughing, because he was talking big, like, yo, like, who I should buy, like should I buy easy to block cat? And it's like, nah, bro, like, don't mess with that radar.
Yeah, we need that. We need that screenshot. We need that. Jean the Don versus Swab. We need that. We need that. But yeah. So
definitely.
we'll see our predictions on that bottle.
2-1 T-Top.
2-1 T-Top.
I get 2-1 T-Top too.
All right, that's what's up. We can move on to the next bottle. This may end up being the bottle of the night. Crazy bottle, as we have arguably pound for pound when he's not choking and he's actually focused in his bag. Probably a top 3 to 5 bottle rapper on the planet in New Jersey Twerk, taking on the Christian bottle rapper of the year. Well, I lie. A-Ward get that title.
Yeah, A-Ward.
But he's taking on one of the four horsemen in Loso, and I think this is going to be a crazy battle. I think this is Twerk's first URL appearance since his infamous chokes. He's been, I don't know if you all been following Twerk over the past few months, but he's been doing a lot of one rounders on smaller leagues, and he's been going, and you can tell he hasn't been fully putting all his effort into it, because these aren't bigger bottlers and names per se. But he was going crazy in some of these one rounders, though. It's crazy. Like, and it's be so annoying when you watch Twerk battles and you see his potential and you see like what he can do when he's focused. And when it comes time to the big stage, he's choking and doing all that. But I think he will be super motivated for this battle, because he knows he can't play around with Loso. Because Loso's pen is as good as anyone in battle rap right now. I think this one is going to be a super, super close battle. I want to go Twerk 2-1. If Twerk brings 3 rounds and doesn't choke, I think Twerk is going to win 2-1. But if he isn't focused, then obviously I think Loso will take advantage of that. But I would go out on a limb and say after a long hiatus from URL, I think Twerk is going to be ready. So I'm leaning toward 2-1.
You go Gady. Let's see.
Bro, I got Twerk 2-1. I just feel as though, especially what I almost saying with the one rounders, it was like, I think it was one against Dre Dennis. Yeah, on Dre Dennis's league. Gatekeepers. Man, he destroyed the dude. It was embarrassing. So I was like, if we get 3 consistent rounds from that, it's a long night for Loso. 2-1 Loso. Loso is cool, but like A-Ward is definitely like his levels on that Christian rap thing. So yeah, 2-1 Loso. That's me.
Okay, y'all ready? Y'all get it out? Listen to me. First of all, we can't sleep on Loso. Loso been performing, and Loso been killing. For me, he done trio JC. He done get Emerson Kennedy out of here. I wouldn't even talk about the whole black-white scheme on Vixen. He stand in front of a crazy chess, and he like that. I was still a 2-1. So I feel like Loso always will show up. So it's like
you got Loso beating Chess?
No, I get Chess beat him.
Bro, that was a crazy battle. You could pick that either or. That was a crazy battle. That was a classic.
All in all,
Chess.
Yeah, all in all, he hold his own. So I feel like Loso coming prepared for a prepared Twerk. Now Twerk's still undecided. We don't know what kind of Twerk we can get. This nigga streaky as hell. So
true.
So it's up to Twerk on how bad he want to lose. Like, you either can make this 2-1 or you can make this 3-0. And that's how I feel. If he choking again, 3-0. But I get Loso with the upset at night, and just how I get Loso with the upset at night.
I can respect that. We go to the next bottle on the card. Third bottle of the night. We have Another crazy one, I think this is going to be Av versus Real Sick. Obviously, Av has been getting back into form after he's bounced back from COVID-19. I think he was out for a couple of months, obviously getting his health and stuff together. His last performance against Head Ice, he looked pretty good. But he's running into a juggernaut right now. Real Sick is arguably at the top of, in terms of the new phases of
Jersey, baby.
URL. Real Sick is right at the top of that list. And I think, everyone's been talking about the Donnie performance. Just thought Donnie was arguably on the path for champion of the year, and he ran into Real Seek, and he ran head first, and all his momentum stopped. Real Seek is different.
You still saying
Sick, my bad. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a crazy one. This one is a tough one to pick because I think both of them, they both have aggression, they both are lyrical, they both can punch. So I think this one is gonna be a toss up, and it's probably gonna be a preference fave. But I'll probably lean Real Sick 2-1 just because I think he's in a bit of a different zone right now. Obviously, we know the caliber of battler that Ab is, but like I said, he's getting back into form, and Real Seek has been on a killing spree for almost a year now. So I think that's going to continue. So I'm going to lean Real Sick in this one, 2-1.
For me, I guess a 2-1 too, because I've backed the form and I've been spitting, but like you say, Sick just in another streak right now, like he in another game right now. So I've for the whole his own, but I guess Sick edging it out.
Definitely. Same here. I got a Real Sick 2-1. I just feel, shoot, with the Head Ice loss, I might edge a 3-0 just if the bars just come too fire for Av. Now I know Av is a puncher's man, and he's gonna give you bars, but you can't take away that element of surprise that Real Sick isn't gonna have 3 straight fire bars. That might be outpower. I wouldn't say outpowering, but it just might be past. It might be past Av now. So 2-1 possible gentleman sweep. Possible.
I don't think I've ever seen Ab 3-0, so I think that's gonna be tough. But I do think it's probably gonna be one of his biggest challenges, and I hope he isn't headed into that battle thinking he could sleep on Real Sick, because Real Sick ain't really nothing to sleep on, as we can see from what he did to Donnie, what he did to Mike P. Think about it, Real Sick bottled Donnie. Donnie literally crumbled and choked. He bottled Mike P. Mike P had to literally take time off to deal with his anxiety and depression. Not to joke with that, because people deal with that. But Real Sick is just different. But I have him edging that one up.
And the thing with this battle is, I feel like the winner who win this battle even more boost, because it's like if Av win, that put Av in a better conversation where it's like, Av back, he where he's supposed to be, one of the top dogs, or close to it. Like, he ain't top tier, but he close to it, and he put it in the conversation. If Sick win, that just continue his streak where it's like, hold on now, we might have to take this serious. This ain't just a fluke, like he for real, and he consistent with it. So whoever win it.
Not to cut you off, Jay. Producer Pun say he got the tweets. He got the tweets. I didn't want Jay to think he could duck this smoke. So we gonna go to the tweets right now. Swamp said, "Easy chest, or raw." John the Dawn said, "Dart, your best option after that last performance." Swamp says, "Bro, please shut the fuck up. Y'all kills me." Then Jay says, "Prove us wrong then. Show up your next bottle. That's all." Swamp goes on to say, "I proved myself my whole career, and still is, unless your favorite bottle rapper never slipped or stumbled. Again, just walk up. I bet when they did, people didn't still think they won. I love bottle rap. Jay says, this ain't your first slip or stumble, but that's cool that happens. I just suggested the best opponent so you don't take 2 L's back to back. Kadesh says, think you should get someone you don't ask for so you don't trip out next time. Yo, that is funny. Mine's been in a whole Twitter beef with Swamp. That's crazy. That's hilarious to me.
He was talking too spicy for someone who just lose.
Bro, this nigga Swamp. Jay, when this nigga pull up to the bike, like, yo, it's like, yo, let me in shy right now, Jay.
Hey, yo, in this you?
I did you from Twitter, but yeah, that's a funny thread. I get enjoy that. But moving on to the 4th bottle in the car, we're gonna try to get through the Civil War bottle so we can get to the main event. Ryder versus Don Marino. This is going to be interesting. When I actually saw those two, they were talking a lot of shit to each other on Twitter. I saw the other day. Don Marino was getting off because Ryder gave himself the name of Haymaker King. Don Marino's like, nobody calls you that. And Ryder, Ryder posted a video, I think, from one of his Survivor Series bottles where I guess someone from the crowd said it, so he's like proving, hey, I didn't say it. Don Marino's like, bro, that was one of your friends, bro. So that's hilarious though. Like this, I think it's gonna be interesting. But I like when like outside of the face off and bottles talk trash to each other on Twitter, hype things up. But this is gonna be an interesting one. Every Ryder was a part of the Goonies, as everyone knows. He's kind of doing his own thing now, settling into his own. Don Marino, I think, is still NWX. For those who don't know, they call Don Marino the Mexican DNA. But I think this is going to be an interesting battle. I want to lean more towards Don Marino in this one. I like Ryder, but I think Ryder sometimes is too much filler sometimes, and his punches don't hit as hard. And I think Don Marino, obviously. Like with people like Don Marino, like with him being Mexican, they tend to play on that factor a lot because obviously being a Mexican battle rap is a bit different because it's a predominantly black culture and black scene. So like when you have white battle rappers come in, when it's someone from a different ethnicity, sometimes people feel like they get reactions or. They get a little more leeway because they're different. But I do think Don Marino is dope. I have him edging this battle 2-1. I think he's gonna have a couple of haymakers in this one.
Yeah, you get it, Jay.
I don't like Don Marino at all.
Damn. Niggas like fuck off. Niggas like, bro, I'm gonna fuck what you was talking about.
At all. He cool. I don't never want to give nobody a 30 because it's like any given battle.
Bro.
But yeah, I ain't the biggest Ryder fan, but I got Ryder. I can't Don Marino be trying too hard, but like he tries too hard, and for me, some of his stuff like it's like okay, like he very mid to me, very mid.
Wow, very mid.
Wow,
we gotta agree to disagree, bro.
I mean, I want to prove me wrong, and if y'all have like a super fire Don Marino compilation that I can watch or something, put me on I ain't never even seen no Don Marino compilation on YouTube before. So it's like, man.
Like if no one has edited any clips of you rapping together, China, you're trash, bro.
That's the Don
like,
Marino.
bro, there's an O solo compilation on YouTube, bro. That nigga is garbage.
Yeah, so Ryder in the best, and I'm mad that he moved away from Silk Shirt Ryder. The Silk Shirt Ryder was
Ryder Ramon.
Yeah, like he just trying to find his way. But I still get Ryder 2-1.
What did you give me?
I got, man, Jay that came with a left field for me. So I got Don Marino taking this one. They had a little back and forth on DNA's podcast too. I just feel as though Don Marino might just edge him in this one. Give him like Ryder is a little how you say Amo. He does drag along with his bars a little bit for
Yeah.
me. So I'm gonna edge it to Don Marino with this one for sure.
For sure. We can move right up to the next bottle. This is gonna be an interesting bottle, I think. Bill Kid and Nightwing versus Kid Chaos. Kid Chaos really impressed because honestly he wasn't really super high on my radar. Like, because I saw the name, I watched a few bottles, I watched the 2-on-2s, but I was like, yeah. But his bottle with Chess, that was really one of the better recent bottles. So I'm kind of looking at him in a different regard, but he's taking on one of my favorites, Jay Nightwing. I think Jay's whole approach and the way he puts bars together and delivery is just dope to me. Because Jay could say the most random regular thing, but because he has that delivery and that deep bars,
and how you say it?
Like he's saying it like a movie trailer announcer, so it's saying super dope. It's it's the night, it's the king. It's dope, dude. But I think that's probably gonna be like a sleeper bottle of the night. Preference wise, I'm leaning obviously Jay 2-1, but I think that's gonna be a crazy bottle too. So, but I'm leaning Jay tonight, going 2-1.
Okay. I don't usually side with anybody else, other Jays, but I get J 2-1 on this. I like Kid Chaos. I feel like he still got a little ways to go. But I got him 2-1.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jay. Kid Chaos, I think this tree might be too much. This might be a little too much Nightwing. So I got Nightwing.
You gotta pause that. You gotta pause that.
This could be too much Nightwing.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. That just came over on me. But yeah, I think Jay's gonna be a lot phenomenal again, pause. But I do think that's gonna be an interesting battle. The next bottle, before we get to the last bottle on the card, another interesting bottle, Kadisha. Before we hopped on the link, Kadisha was talking about Lou Castro, aka Mr. Stabby Stab. He's taking on the new I don't even know what to call Jack Boy, right? Because obviously, everyone knows the situation what happened with Jack Boy Main. He's building up a lot of momentum. Had the battle with John, lost his chin, went in the crowd, and he kind of became unhinged and went off, and just spiraled, had to take a break. Now he's back after a good performance in the Euro tournament. I'm a big fan. Like, we all like narratives. Everyone likes narratives. So the Jack Boy Redemption Tour, I think, is gonna continue because I think fans know it too, and fans are they want to see Jack Boy win, because even though he did all that stuff and all something crazy, it's about to rap. Like, at the end of the day, we just want to hear dudes rap, and we just want to hear dudes that could rap well, and put on a good performance. And no disrespect to Lou Castro. I think Lou Castro is dope, but I think Jack Boy is a bit is a slight level ahead of him. Yeah, and I think his bars tend to hit harder, but his unique delivery. So I'm leaning Jack Boy 2-1 in this one. I think it's going to be a good battle.
What you got?
I got Mr. Stabby Stab for sure. I just feel as though the performance, man, the performance. He with his 2-on-2 with Av and Fawns. Yeah, Av and Fawns. I just feel as though he just was trying to keep up. He can't really keep up with K-Shine, but he was doing his best to try and hey, K-Shine hits A, I'll do B, like that. So I feel as though he's gonna roll off with the momentum of that win, and 2-1 Lou Castro.
Yeah, that's a tough one, because I like Lou Castro. I like Lou Ayo Big Dog. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, big dog.
Yeah,
he
see?
fire, but then like Jack Boy just different, and that unorthodox style is hit.
Mm,
That is hit. I mean,
mm.
the John. Has there ever been a more legendary like shutdown ever, like a kill ever? Because I feel like that Sheehan thing was bigger than the Ayo Big Gerald. That's how you talk to your son. Like that was bigger than that.
Nah.
That was
The
a
Gene
big-
thing was big. The Gene thing was big, but Big Gerald, that's gonna be that etched in our minds forever, dog. Like,
They was home too.
bro, Bottle Rock could be going on for 50 more years, 100 more years. Every time they do, like, they list the biggest Bottle Rock moments ever, that could be in the top 5. Like, that ain't going nowhere. Based on just that, and then the impact that bottle had, and what that bottle not only meant for like the city of St. Louis, just overall Bottle Rock period. Like, that was a moment.
Yeah, but I can't decide. I really can't decide. I really can't decide. I can't give an answer on that.
All right, undecided.
Yeah, undecided on that one. I want both. If they can go 4 rounds, so both of them can win, that'd be good. But I can't decide.
That's what's up. All right, we're gonna get to the last spot on this card before we get to some Madness. Only 2-on-2 on the card. We have Jay's arch nemesis Swamp with Ace. I mean, he'll be taking on the team. Now, this is an interesting pairing. Donnie Myers and Tink the Demon. You have the bar guard teaming up with the sinister one himself and Tink the Demon. This is gonna be interesting. Both of these teams are new teams. I've never seen them paired before. I've never seen them rap together.
No,
But it's gonna be interesting style clash for the Swamp and Ace and Mean side. Obviously, Swamp has the unique delivery, as well as Ace. I mean, with his style and aggressive delivery, his battle with Cortez was crazy the other day. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Ace and
Cortez,
yeah, that was fun.
Ace had a line where he's like, it was hard because it's like he mixed, like he said, like Ben Akib, you know, like that's Muslim, he's Muslim, and then there's also like Spanish, or like I can't remember, but it was crazy, something on those lines.
I know what you're talking about, though. Yep, that was fun.
But the team of Donnie and Tink the Demon, I think, is going to be interesting because, you know, they both have their unique styles. And Tink has the whole, like, sinister, like, boil your baby and battery acid type style. And then Donnie Myers has the parallel universe. So I just want to see how they're going to combine that. So I think that's going to be dope. This is a tough one to call because I've never seen these two teams. Obviously, these are both new teams, but I think straight from a pen standpoint, Donnie Myers and Tink the Demon have the edge. If it comes down to delivery and aggression, and obviously straight Swamp and Ace, I mean, will take it. But I think Donnie kind of has something to prove ever since the choke. So I think him and Tink will take this one 2-1.
I get Donnie and Tink too. That's off the fact that Swamp and Ace and me both of their styles is different, but I don't see it meshing good enough for them to have like a super fire performance. And two of them to go against Donnie himself, and I still pick Donnie. So so yeah, I got Donnie and Tink 2-1 just to be nice, but it could be a trio.
Oh man, I think Ace, I mean, himself gonna be a trio, but I agree though that Donnie Myers and Tink the Demon, very interesting pairing, but like it's two opposites, or I don't know, maybe a parallel universe sinister. I like the styles, and I feel as though they can find a way to. They might have a haymaker tonight, them too. Who knows? Just based off, Go on, Jay.
Yeah, I gonna say, and with Donnie have that freestyle ability. So even if something get throw off, I always is lean to them, but those battlers who can actually like call an audible like mid bar or mid skill, throw something in there and go from there.
Bro, that dude had a bar with his children, bro. Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, it was on what's his name? Yeah, he brought out his children and did a freestyle bar with his kids. broke the rum right down. I was like, oh man.
This is Donnie. I think I saw. I think I saw. I think I saw that.
Gate to the Garden.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all the bottles with Civil War. Again, that's tomorrow, the 28th. So should be a pretty good card. So next, last and certainly not least, we're gonna get to the Grand Idea of Malt Bottle Rock Super Bowl Summer Madness 11. It's gonna be taking place on September 26th at the Bayou Music Center in Houston, Texas. A pretty stock card. A few of the bottles, the additional bottles haven't been added to the main card that you can see on the screen, but we're gonna get to those. But as far as what you can see on the screen, certainly stacking up to be a classic night. Gonna go down the card, starting up first with Mr. Murder himself, Murder Mook. Taking on Reed Dollars, aka Mr. I Left It in the Car. Now this is a bottle of nostalgia. Like for those who don't know, right? I got into like my whole thing. How I got into bottle rap was I grew up. I listened to a lot of like Philly rappers like growing up. So like all the early Cassidy, Meek, Beans, all those old Philly dudes, like those were my favorite rappers. So Reed is like Reed too. So like that's actually how I first got into bottle rap. Like I was on YouTube and they actually posted this the other day when Soulja Boy was saying he was the first I think rapper to post something on YouTube when it actually was Reed Dollars. Like Reed Dollars was the first rapper to post something on YouTube. So I got into bottle rap and a lot of like rap through like Reed Dollars and Philly rappers and like his bottles. Like I don't know if you all ever saw his like old original Philly bottles like versus like Kaboom and a couple of like the legendary stuff. I know y'all see everyone knows the classic Reed freestyle over the touches beat, but Reed has definitely always been a favorite of mine. Mook as well. So it's definitely going to be a nostalgic bottle because these guys have been staples and pillars in the bottle rock culture from before the shit hit mainstream, before the shit even get up to YouTube. So I think this is going to, just off that alone, this is going to be a hype bottle. But when it comes to in the ring,
that's at us.
I think
I want to add this too.
This could be tough. My heart wants to say Reed, but my head telling me Mo got this one. It's tough. But I think with Reed, like when he first came back, he kind of had to acclimate his style a bit to the new bottle rap scene and the new bottle rap culture. And I think bottle by bottle, he has begun to do that. So you've seen him transition his style to fit more in today's crowd. And I think with Mook, because Mook has been active a bit more, even though he's from an older era, he's been able to acclimate to that as well. I think Mook obviously is going to have the pen and the lyricism, and Reed is going to have the aggression and performance. So it all kind of depends on what the crowd reacts to. And what material is going to hit harder. They battling in Houston. You know, the Houston crowd, they could be a bit iffy. So
Fox. That's true.
I feel this one could go either way. I want to. I'm leaning first take leaning Mook 2-1, but I think Reed could steal it. He could steal it in the middle, but I'll lean Mook 2-1.
Gotta take your time, AJ.
Listen, I too familiar with the Reed bottles. Like you a family man, spread the family man. Like I went
Say
there.
my name and I appear like Candyman.
Look at that.
Bro, I was studying for BJC. Why did I know that at the time? Why do I know that? Like, I was studying for BJC. Like, come on.
No, and then I remember the Mook versus Serious Jones battle. Like when he ended, it's like all you see is thought on your face, thought on, and like the whole crowd, that. Like this should have happened like at least a decade ago, but it happened now. Happy it happening now. I feel like Reed like finally getting his legs back, where it's like, okay, this how you do it now. This would hit now. This how you say that. Like get in the car, what's not. I tried to watch that Mook and Tay-Rock battle, and I don't feel like Mook's so invincible like how he used to be, because it's like sometimes he's tried too much. Like
you don't think it was because of the no crowd though?
No, I mean it possibly could, but then again, before I look at that, then I start thinking about him and Calico versus like T-Top and Briz, and even that wasn't like a strong show here. So it's like sometimes I feel like he is started to drink one Kool-Aid too much, and started to do too much. And if you're doing too much against somebody like who working their way up, that's how you slip and get bite. Now, I don't know if it's just because that touch it freestyle is still a classic, but I got Reed 2-1 with I got Reed, man. I just feel like he would surprise us, and he would like be the Bucks in the finals, but.
Man, these are anyways. We leave that. Leave that box and leave that there, please. But man, like just looking at the bottle, every time I see one name, I see 2-1, and I flash over the Reed name. I can see a 2-1 on him too. But like, man, I'm gonna go against the grain. I'll take Reed dollars in this one, 2-1. I just feel as though the flow, the performance, like Reed. I mean, not Reed. Mook could sometimes get a little monotone too when he raps, and he is a long-winded rapper as well, him being from Harlem, so he'll talk you to death, and still hit you with a big uppercut you don't even know. So, but like I feel. Really just get to the punch faster. It's gonna bring the crowd in, gonna grab the attention quick. So I give it the 2-1 Reed for sure.
Yeah, and plus, like I'm gonna say, there's a Houston crowd. Like this in New York, there's Houston,
right?
So you can't have that crowd like hanging too long.
No, they'll boo you. They'll boo Mook. They would boo Mook.
Yeah. So if he takes too long to get up in his setup, and then that crowd just sit there like they can be tired of that. There's Reed, like a punt, a little chop there with a haymaker. Yeah, man, that would be spicy.
Yeah, that about to be a potential classic. You can move to the second bottle on the card. We got K-Shine versus Hollow the Dawn. Another interesting bottle. I swear I thought these two bottles before, but apparently not. But I think this would be an interesting style cast. Important to note that obviously again the bottles in Houston. Obviously Hollow has a big Houston connection, so this could help. This could favor in his how his material is received. Obviously, he lived in Houston for a while. He has the whole lean obsession thing of using some of the Houston slang in his bottles, so it could help him. But I'm leaning. I don't know if I've ever said this before.
Like, just say it out.
No, I'm leaning. I think K-Shine maybe in 3 steps. But
whoa,
this is me going on a tangent.
Whoa.
A small tangent. I've never gotten the Hollow hype, to be honest. Like,
wow, man. Wow.
Like I think Hollow's he's a good bottle rapper. Don't get me wrong. Like his style is unique, but I think the legend title gets thrown around too easily sometimes in bottle rap, because obviously Hollow was a pioneer. He did a lot. Or was he just around?
Man, don't do
like that.
I don't think so, Avo. Come on,
I understand.
He's on a lot of people's Mount Rushmore.
I mean, and that's good for them. I mean, on mine, but I just said, like,
I feel like Hollow is bringing the best in people. So it's like when you think of Hollow, you usually think of the lines against him, like that. The seatbelt won't, the seatbelt won't work with Tay-Rock.
Tay-Rock.
Or what's not. But
even Surf, bro. Even Surf, when Surf was like, bro, fuck. I just had it in my head. When he bought Surf was like, I just had a threesome with Karma and Death. In this graveyard, you'll find many bodies. This Mac, it is hot. He does so much cow, bro. He can sign anyone. That was so hard. Like, bro, what?
For me, I feel like you know them little children who ain't doing too good. Like when they go upstairs, they just forget their line, and then the people in the crowd gotta be like, "Don't worry about it. Do your best, sweetie."
Yeah.
Like that's how I feel. But all like Hollow, like you want to root for him, but it's like, oh man, it just ain't right. Like
Charlie, guess what room I'm in? Come on, man.
Bruh,
like that's cool and all, but yeah, but
wow.
I got
bro, give me 10 $100 on RoomShakers right now.
Guess what room I'm in? When he talked to Surf, he's let me stand over here. He might strike me too.
Okay,
What's that?
That was a RoomShaker to you?
No, that was a
RoomShaker.
Like let's stand over here because God will strike him. Yeah.
With the K's with Pot State. Who else, man? A tree. Oh man, it's difficult right now, but I don't really.
So you don't have him. You don't have him getting trio. Is what you saying?
I don't have Hollow getting 3-0'd, but I have him losing for sure. Not 3, not 3-0, but K-Shine is going to, man, he might jump in the crowd for this one.
I think Shine gonna go on his bike for this one. But
yeah, man.
So you have it what 2-1?
I got. I think he's a little disrespectful. I ain't gonna lie.
I say trio too, so both us disrespectful.
Oh, Jay, you too? The
Arsenal the Rebel. I change your name to Arsenal the Rebel. I'm so disrespectful.
I can't give. He battled Lux too. I can't remember no bars, but
that's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. You proving my game.
Trio. Oh, so big. Fuck around. Oh! Yeah, man.
That whole about to be big.
Man, he destroyed Avery. K-Shine 2-1. When I saw the battle, I automatically said Hollow is going to lose, but not no 3-0. I gotta. He might edge around. But K-Shine still going to the performance. K-Shine 2-1.
That's what's up. All right, so I'm gonna get to the third bottle on the card. This the bottle I'm most looking forward to of the entire card. I think the energy on the stage between these two bottle rappers could be crazy. So we got Mr. Shoebox Money, Mr. Detroit, Mr. BMF, Calico, taking on Super Crip, Kichi Gordy.
Kichi is the reason I'm in the shirt right now.
Bro, I think this is gonna be a crazy. I hope it lives up to the hype. Obviously, both coming off like they're having great years. Calico coming off the Hitman bottle. I think that was a crazy bottle.
Yep.
It was a crazy battle. I just Calico 2-1. Yeah.
Whoa.
What? You hold on. You watching
yes. No. The Hall and Hitman. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Calico. Yeah. I think he trio Hitman. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Cut this.
I don't know it, but I have it winning.
Trio what, boy?
I think he trio Hitman. Hitman still recovering from.
Hold on, let me.
Hitman is recovering from the Cassidy battle.
That's offline. We ain't got the argument tonight. We ain't got the
Yeah,
argument.
that's
We ain't got that. All I gotta say is with that in regards to that bottle, like when Hitman wanted the Mercedes, he just get off the showroom floor. So I don't know why RBE had him battling a nigga. He had to wake up off showroom floor, dog. Like
that was crazy.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
That was
so
crazy.
It's 2-1. I give Calico a 2-1. But don't disrespect Hitman like that. But for me, with Geechee Gotti and Calico, first of all I want Geechee get revenge for beating Hitman. Like that's my boy. So I want Geechee get revenge, but Geechee can't do nothing with I mean, Calico can't do nothing with Geechee. Like Geechee just that's a different beast right there. Like you would get
URL right now.
you better get three solid rounds. Like you ain't even guessing. You getting 3 solid rounds, and you know this nigga to talk to you, and he better break you down. And then even if you do say something solid, he have the ability to rebut that, like right there, and hit that down. So it's like.
Yeah. So, but I think, like, I have in my mind how I think, like, I already know how this bottle is gonna go, right, or the approach. Calico is gonna try test Geechee's gangster. He's gonna be like, you ain't no big crip, like touchdown and Compton. No one respect you, blah blah blah. Geechee's gonna do the same thing. Be like, bro, you getting all this clout from your daddy. He was big meat Chewbacca bossing dancing ass nigga. So I think that's generally gonna be the approach from both of them. But I do think that this one is gonna be. I think this is gonna be a good bond if they both bring it. I honestly this is probably the toughest bond I had to pick. From between both cards, because I think they're so evenly matched. But I do think Cardi's pen is slightly better than Calico, and with Calico, if he isn't able to like bully you and bark on you, then he loses some of his bite. So it's interesting to see. I don't think he's going to be able to do that to Geechee, but again, that remains to be seen. But I'm going to lean Geechee 2-1 in this one.
I think we about to see one of the best, or if not the best, Calico, just because him on the RB stage, that was lit. But this Summer Madness, this URL,
Summer Madness coming.
Boom, Calico start running. He ain't about to run from Geechee, but this about to be, I feel, battle of the night. Even though we got a bot, but we ain't get into that right now. But I feel as though just how on fire Geechee is. Geechee ain't lose in a minute. I know he had a debatable with A Ward, but that's been like.
Boy, stop! Come on, this. What you mean debatable, boy? What you mean? He lose. That wasn't debatable. He lose.
Oh, okay.
The country knows.
A-Boy definitely smoked it. But it's one of those bottles where
debatable.
You know, it wasn't like even though there should be no excuse for not preparing or taking it. So whatever we all know, it wasn't like one of those bottles, but A-War did beat it. Like
he lost. Yeah.
That's like saying I beat Michael Jordan in high school.
True.
But yeah, I think that bottle is going to be crazy. Before we get to the last bottle of the car, we're going to get to another bottle that wasn't on the flyer, but this one should be equally as crazy. Chess versus Easy the Block Captain. Now earlier in the pod, I said that Real Sick was one of the rising faces or new bottles in the URL scene. He's ready to talk. The other person that's right there with him, because they're like 1A and 1B, Easy the Block Captain. He
the kid
like over the last 2 years, he's like transformed himself into like a main stage bottler. He put on a clock, like he brought out he brought something out of Rex. Like I was not interested in seeing that bottle. I mean, I was because I wanted to see Easy's material, but Rex, he pulled something out of Rex, pause, to deliver a good bottle. I think this is gonna be another crazy one. Both of these dudes are hungry. Chess is gonna come with that struggle. This is gonna be interesting too because Chess is gonna come with that struggle talk, and Easy's gonna be like, I was selling people sheetrock. Come on, like it's me. So I think this is gonna be interesting.
Bottle of the struggle.
Like this is another tough one to pick. I'm leaning Easy. Could go either way though, but I'm leaning Easy. Maybe 2-1, but I think this is gonna also be a classic. Once Chess don't choke, I think it's gonna be a classic.
Mm-hmm. We can save you for the last before you breach from the block. Yeah, I feel like Easy on the rise right now. He have a bunch of strong showings, and like his trajectory is high up there. Like all you have to do is stay consistent, and he just needed a couple more big battles, and like he up there. I feel like Chess holding his own right now. He's still crawling and trying to claw his way back up. I feel like the 2-1-2 where Taylor really solidified him as okay. He passed those growing pains, so he here. So I feel like we say battle of the struggle. I just feel like Chess just edge. I just have Chess edging it. I don't like in my spirit. I don't know. Like I feel like he would have that struggle talk because he still look like struggle. So when he split, so I get just to 1 win.
I saw the break. You might have to gather your heart and them washcloths because you gotta collect this. Easy, man. I feel as though it just could be. We got some struggle talk, but we gotta have some talk to you. But he might try to young boy Chess in there. Feel me? But I feel as though right now, Chess, even though Chess he's a very young veteran, and he has faced a lot of big names. New Jersey Twerk, got Tay-Rock, the Saga, Loso. So he has some top caliber names who he's seeing, but it's still easy to block Captain. I feel as though just the pen is going to be different this time around because he's a very unorthodox rapper to me. He has storytelling, and he could give you bars in between that storytelling with a little decade here and there. So,
so he go, not to cut you up, when he call him Rack, he's like, you nut ass freak, boy. I be crying. Bro, I had to clip that and save that. That's the funniest shit ever.
Nut ass fruit boy. But yeah, like that too, like momentum off of that, I feel as though could push him to bring a good chess out, barring against he don't choke. So yeah, 2-1. Block Captain, I'll definitely be in the tweets for that one. Y'all can see me. Yeah, 2-1 Block Captain.
All right, that's what's up. All right, we're going to get to the last bottle before we close out to the pod. Super big bottle. Two of the bigger name bottlers on the scene right now. After a bit of a hiatus, soft retirement, we got Susur. Smart once he threw the bag on him to come out to step down from his commentary again. He's taking on Mr. Bullpen himself, John the Dawn. This is gonna be an interesting battle, guys. This is gonna be a very interesting battle. Sue's coming back off a layoff. I think John has been kind of quiet too. So they both have had time to put together material and come up with some new stuff. Man, I can't go against the wave, guys. I can't do it. I can't pick against Sue. Yeah, like it's all like as much as he let me down, he choked. It's hard for me. Like when that pen in, yeah, that pen in, son. Like when Surf on, he ain't too much people could deliver what he's delivered. So I got Surf in this one. I ain't even could run on too long. Like John, I think John has a good ability of mixing different styles in. John is also good at delivering timely material too, like things that are happening, like either in pop culture or in the culture itself. He has a good job of doing that. Yeah, and tailoring it to the crowd too. So expect a lot of Houston bars from him. But I think this one is gonna be Mr. Tsunami.
For me, the question boils down to which Surf show up though. So just like Twerk, Surf had couple of chokes, couple of stumbles, and that really had him looking shaky out there. So unless he show up solid, it's John for the taking. Now you can't underestimate a solid Surf. Like you say, like when I pen, it sounds funny, but when I penning, I penning.
I've been.
So you can't deny that. So it's like if Surf show up, like the real Surf, like I read so much, I grab for it so much, I reach when I ain't got it. Like if that Surf show up, then I get Surf 2-1. But if he choke in, then he give it away to John. So this battle just for Surf to lose. It's either he decide to win and show up, or he give it to John. But I don't see John doing nothing with a prepared Surf.
Man, I don't know, man. I just it's so on the fence with me because John could like if Surf choke, if Surf chokes, could be a 3-0 night because John would just gather that shit up like what it is
the spare bomb,
a spirit bomb, and just drop that whole shit on Surf. I feel like it's possible, very very possible. Just like with the when he snatched Jack Boy's chain, like it just had the crowd there, and Surf is the star that like it could all crumble and be a horrible night for him. So he coming back, man. I really don't want to say John because I could bite my tongue, but I got Surf 2-1. Just edging it if he comes prepared. And I hate when they saying a prepared Surf. Like, nigga, you always supposed to be prepared. This your bag, bro. What the hell? But like, how you say Amo, like the dude and him and Twerk from Jersey, ironically. So flip. I don't know if Twerk do battle on the card. Shoot, Surf might transfer the Surf with the wave for real. I don't know. So Surf 2-1, a prepared Surf, but who knows? John trio, it might flip. I don't know.
That's why I say it up for Surf. It's like either you win or you give it to him,
or you lose like bad.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna be classic. Couple two solid cards. So don't forget Civil War tomorrow. Then, of course, Summer Madness, September 26th in Houston. That's all the time we have for you today from RoomShakers. I don't know if my co-hosts have any final words, but for me, I just want to see Twerk get back to Twerk. That's all I want to see. What you got?
That's it, man. I just hope you see a good Twerk, like Shotty Tread.
Whoa.
I like that one, G. Bro, protect your sheetrock, bro. It might get a little crazy for chess. Yeah, man. I'm really excited for the Twerk Loso battle, but you guys take it away, man.
All right. And that's all we have for you today from the RoomShakers. Don't forget to subscribe to the Solid SoundCloud and the YouTube. You can get more of the podcast. So that's it for me.
That's it. Jersey.
Jersey's hilarious. You got to start saying Nassau.
Yeah.
Shut away from Foxes and thing.
Yeah. English then.
Hey, you done?